This is Eric Mello with Trisports.com, and today I'm going to be talking about proper shoe fit. We're going to go over how a shoe should fit properly and also talk about a couple of lacing techniques that'll help improve your fit in the long run. Alright, so first of all, it's going to be difficult to make sure a shoe fits properly when you're doing it yourself at home. Obviously the best way is to come into the store and have it checked by one of our fit professionals. However, there are a few things that you can do to make sure that your shoe fits properly. The first thing is making sure you have enough room in the toe box. You want to make sure you have about a thumb width at the end of your toe. This may seem a little big for most people, especially if you're used to wearing casual shoes or dress shoes. They're going to fit a little bit more snug than your athletic shoes should. A running shoe especially, you want to have enough room in the toe box because when you're out there longer, especially for long runs, you're going to get a lot more blood going to your feet. They're going to warm up and expand if it's a hot day. And you don't want to end up with issues such as blisters or black toenails, which can happen when your foot expands and you're too close to the end and you're banging your toes against the end of the toe box. Another thing that's very important is you want to make sure that it's snug around the arch and around the heel. You don't want to have too much room, too much play. A little slipping is okay, but you can obviously run into issues with blisters if your heel is slipping up and down too much, and there are some techniques that we can talk about to help improve that fit. The first fit technique I want to talk about is the loop lacing technique. Works very well for people who have narrow heels, or if you have a shoe that's fitting a little wider in the back and it's slipping excessively on your heel. Basically all you need to do is you'll pull the laces out so they are not crossed over at the top, and instead of crossing them over, you're going to go in on the top on the same side. That'll create this loop here. And once you have your loops, what you'll do is you'll pull the laces through the loops, and that's going to create a lot more pull on the leather that goes around the heel counter, and it's going to tighten it up a lot better around your ankle and around the back of your heel, so you're not going to feel that excessive slipping. Alright, the second technique I want to talk about today is called volume lacing technique. And this works really well for people who have high insteps, which is just the top portion of your foot. Basically what you do is, instead of crossing the laces over wherever you're having the pressure on the top of your foot, you'll lace up on the same side. And what that'll do is that'll create a space that's it's going to leave room for that higher instep and not create pressure over the top. A lot of times, since one of the main arteries that goes to the foot runs across the top of the foot, what can happen for people with higher insteps is that they'll end up getting numbness or tingling in their feet just from cutting off that blood flow. So what you end up with is something that looks like this, where you can still tighten it down across the top so it fits well and across the bottom, but you're leaving open that space so you relieve the pressure from the top of the foot, and it's going to be a lot more comfortable in the long run.